Imagine a life where fear no longer controls your steps. A life where you meet challenges with calm clarity and quiet confidence. What if I told you that ancient Buddhist teachings, passed down for more than 2,500 years and followed by millions, contain practical tools to overcome fear and reshape the way you think? In today's video, we will explore 6 powerful lessons from the Buddha on how to stop fear, live with courage, and move beyond the limitations that hold you back. These teachings will help you understand where fear truly comes from, change your perspective, and ultimately find freedom from the anxiety that keeps you stuck. So, if you're ready to loosen fear's grip, let's step into these transformative Buddhist lessons together. 1. Embrace impermanence. Anicca. The Buddha taught that everything in existence is impermanent. Our thoughts, emotions, experiences, and even our fears. Fear and anxiety often arise when we resist change, when we cling to the belief that things should remain exactly as they are. We fear losing our job, our health, our loved ones. Even the idea of these losses can trigger panic and unease. Yet the truth is unavoidable. Life is constantly changing. The only thing that never changes is change itself. Buddhism teaches that attachment to what is impermanent inevitably creates suffering. When we become attached to specific outcomes or worry endlessly about uncertain futures, we strengthen the illusion that life should stay fixed. This attachment becomes one of the deepest roots of fear. But here is the reality. Everything is temporary. The joy you feel today will not last forever. But neither will your pain, your anxiety, or your fear. Nothing remains the same. Everything passes. This is the wisdom of anicca. When you truly understand that everything in your life is temporary, including fear, you begin to loosen your grip on control. You no longer need to hold tightly to the belief that things must stay the same. Instead of fearing the unknown or obsessing over potential loss, your mindset shifts. You begin to accept change as a natural and unavoidable part of life. When you are going through a difficult season, whether it's a challenge at work, a struggle in a relationship, or turmoil within your own emotions, remember this. This too shall pass. The discomfort you feel right now is not permanent. Anicca reminds us that suffering is always moving, always changing. By accepting this truth, we free ourselves from the fear of permanent failure or endless pain. When you accept impermanence, you stop obsessing over the future. Instead of imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen, you develop greater equanimity. You begin to trust that whatever arises will eventually change, and that your mind will adapt as circumstances evolve. Anicca teaches presence. It reminds you not to get lost in fear about what might happen next. To practice embracing impermanence, reflect on the changing nature of everything around you. The seasons shifting, a tree growing, the passing of a single day. Nothing remains the same forever. Seeing this natural flow helps you accept your own changing conditions. Since impermanence teaches that the present moment is all we truly have, bring your attention here. Stop replaying the past or worrying about the future. Instead, anchor yourself in what is happening right now. When you do, you will notice that even your fears are temporary, and they will pass. 2. See the illusion of fear. The Buddha taught that much of human suffering is created by the mind itself. Fear is often born from imagination, from what-if scenarios that have not happened and may never happen. When you recognize that fear is usually a mental construction rather than a reflection of reality, you begin to separate yourself from the stories your mind creates. In that moment of awareness, fear starts to lose its power. Imagine standing near the edge of a cliff. Your heart races. Your palms sweat. But what is actually happening? Are you falling? Are you in danger right now? No. Your mind is projecting a future event that does not exist. This is how fear works. The mind anticipates disaster, replaying imagined outcomes over and over. But here is the truth. Fear is just a thought. It is not a fact. It is a mental pattern, and mental patterns can be changed. Fear is like a shadow that disappears when light is brought to it. Every time you step into something unfamiliar, fear will arise. But that fear does not mean you are unsafe. It means you are growing beyond your comfort zone. Fear is not trying to stop you. It is signaling that you are standing at the edge of growth. Do not allow the illusion of fear to prevent you from stepping into your strength. You are not the fear you feel. You are the awareness that observes it. You are the courage that faces it. When you see fear for what it truly is, fleeting and temporary, its power fades. Fear is only a thought, and like all thoughts, it can change. It can pass. The next time fear appears, remember this. It is not reality. It is an illusion, and you have the strength to let it go. 3. Cultivate mindfulness, sati. Mindfulness is the practice of fully being in the present moment. Fear rarely lives in the present. It lives in the past or the future, creating endless stories in the mind. When you bring your attention back through mindful breathing, awareness of the body, or noticing your surroundings, you create space between yourself and fear. You realize that fear is just a passing mental event, not an unquestionable truth. Mindfulness strengthens mental stability, allowing you to remain calm even when fear arises. When you are present, you stop reacting automatically to every fearful thought. Instead, you pause. You choose how to respond. When fear-based thoughts appear, what if I fail? Or what if something goes wrong? Observe them without judgment. You can gently label them. Fear is here. By watching without attachment, you stop identifying with fear and regain the freedom to choose your response. Fear also shows up in the body: a racing heart, tightness in the chest, shallow breathing, sweaty palms. Through mindfulness, instead of trying to escape these sensations, you bring awareness to them. You observe them with curiosity rather than resistance. By acknowledging the physical sensations of fear without judgment, you slowly reduce their intensity. The Buddha taught that the mind shapes experience. When you observe fear in both mind and body without reacting, you begin to change your relationship with fear itself. 4. Understand the nature of suffering, dukkha. In Buddhism, understanding suffering is central to liberation. Fear is one of many forms of suffering that arise from our relationship with life. By understanding dukkha and its causes, we can transform how we experience fear and move toward inner freedom. The Buddha taught that suffering is universal. Fear, anxiety, and worry arise when we face uncertainty, loss, or perceived danger. These experiences are not personal failures. They are part of being human. Fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of rejection, and even fear of death are shared by all people. When we recognize that suffering is universal, fear becomes less isolating. We realize we are not alone. This understanding softens fear and reduces its intensity. 5. Let go of attachment. Tanha. One of the most powerful Buddhist teachings for overcoming fear is letting go of attachment. Tanha refers to craving or clinging to possessions, experiences, people, or even identity. This clinging fuels much of our fear and insecurity. Attach arises from the belief that something external will provide lasting safety or happiness. Fear appears when we think we might lose what we are attached to: a relationship, a job, status, or a sense of self. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop depending on these things to define your worth or security. When attachment loosens, fear weakens. You can practice non-attachment by focusing on effort rather than outcome. Do your best without clinging to results. Let go of the need to control everything. Fear thrives on control. Peace grows through acceptance. Life is unpredictable, and resisting that truth only increases anxiety. When you allow life to unfold, you move with it instead of fighting it. 6. Cultivate patience. Khanti. Patience is a powerful virtue in Buddhism and a direct antidote to fear. Fear often arises from impatience, the desire for certainty, quick answers, or control over what we cannot predict. When you cultivate patience, fear naturally softens. Fear is rooted in urgency. We panic because we want guarantees in an uncertain world. We fear delays, setbacks, and not knowing what comes next. The Buddha taught that impatience feeds suffering, while patience offers a path beyond fear. Patience helps us accept uncertainty and trust the natural unfolding of life. Patience also helps us remain with discomfort. Fear, like all emotions, is temporary. When we allow it to exist without resistance, it slowly loses its power. Patience with ourselves is equally important. We stop demanding perfection and accept that growth takes time. Mistakes and setbacks are part of being human. By embracing these 6 teachings from the Buddha, you can transform your relationship with fear. Instead of being overwhelmed or paralyzed, fear becomes a teacher, guiding you toward awareness, wisdom, and inner peace. Remember, fear is not something to fight or suppress. It is something to understand, navigate, and eventually transcend. Through mindfulness, compassion, and insight, you can live with greater courage, calm, and freedom. If these lessons resonated with you, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And never forget, you have the power to move beyond fear and live a life rooted in courage, peace, and clarity. Thank you for watching.